Hey, it's your girl Optimistic K, and it is Entrepreneur Tuesday, so let's get to it. Today, I want to talk about sacrifice and the struggle of the process of sacrificing. I don't know about y'all, but when I signed up to be an entrepreneur, I knew that it meant that I would have to sacrifice my time, also some of my fun activities, spending time with my family and things like that. I knew that I was going to have to eventually let up on some of that so that I can focus in on my goals. Although I was prepared for it, I still feel like I struggle with it at times, just like many other people. I think that we all struggle with staying calm and not getting anxious when we start seeing things, seeing that things aren't moving as quickly as we thought they would move. We also get a little distracted by material things and activities that we want to do. And also, like, what's that word they use? FOMO, fear of missing out. I feel like we all have a little case of that at some point. I think that I'm slowly starting to really feel that, because I'm finding myself not being able to do even more stuff. I've always been secluded a little bit because I've always been one of those people who focus a lot on what I'm trying to do. I'm struggling a little bit with my sacrifice process right now because I'm going through a change and a elevation in the level of sacrifice that I'm having to give. So I used to sacrifice a lot even before I became a full-time entrepreneur, but now it just seems like it's getting extreme. Like, I'm really having to draw back into my cocoon and just focus on my work. Entrepreneurship is not for the weak. It's very ruthless. Like, you have to really have your mind made up that this is what you want, and you have to move with every wave that comes. Another thing I have to always tell myself is, you signed up for this. This is what you wanted, and that means that you have to move with whatever happens. We all have that moment where we really just want to just chill and hang out and do the things that everybody else is doing, but we have to realize that we're not like everybody else. We don't clock in like everyone else. We don't have set pay like everyone else. Our livelihood is based off of what we do at that moment. We have to be productive and on point at all times. So having these little situations is really a setback, and I think that it's best that we talk about it and like try to, share how we get over situations like this when we feel it. So the first thing I do when I have that little inkling of anxiousness or worry, I tend to just first give myself a reality check. I ask myself, are your basic needs met? And if the answer is yes, you're fine. And I also ask myself, do you truly believe in the vision that God has given you? And if the answer is yes to that, I'm straight. That kind of snaps me back into reality, to understanding that, like, as long as your basic needs are being met, you're good. Understanding that you won't be able to go to everything. You won't be able to just rest and sleep and hang out like everybody else, nor will you be able to make everyone happy. I think that that's one of the biggest things that we have to understand as entrepreneurs. You won't be able to make everybody happy when it comes to your friendships and your family members. You're gonna have to prioritize your time and really just focus on being at the most important things, because at the end of the day, you have to go get it, and nobody's gonna bring it to you. This is your business. It only moves and shakes off of the vibrations you give. Another thing that I do when I feel myself getting in a headspace of materialism or something like that, I literally draw back from social media and from television. Seeing things on TV and like looking at other people's lives on social media kind of interacts and interferes with your vision and your goals. We have to remember that social media is not real. People post what happens in their lives, but they only post the most exciting things that happen in their lives. So you cannot get in your feelings about everybody else living their life and being at these fun events and doing things and not take into account that that's just one moment out of their whole lifestyle. So I draw back from social media and TV for a little bit when I feel myself getting distracted. Another thing that I do is I remember why. I ask myself why I started this thing initially. Like, what forced me or pushed me to want to be in this position, and who motivates me the most. I try to remind myself of those things, because when I start feeling bad about not going to an event or feeling bad about the things that I can't do because my finances are tied up into this business, I really just try to remind myself of why. I'm doing this not only for myself but for them. It's bigger than me. When you understand that this situation is bigger than you, you're able to sacrifice more, and you're able to do it gracefully because you know that the end goal is so much greater. So I have to remind myself of that often. Whenever I see an event that I want to go to, or my friends hanging out without me or whatever, I always have to remind myself that there's a reason why I'm doing everything that I'm doing. My life is driven by the legacy I want to leave. So whenever I start feeling like I'm missing out on something, or that I am not doing the things that I need to do, I remind myself that everything that I'm doing, every little step that I'm taking, is to secure my legacy and to make sure that my family is gonna eat when I'm gone. I want a certain type of feeling to linger after I'm dead and gone. That's the one thing that pushes me to keep doing what I'm doing. When it comes to being an entrepreneur, you have to really focus on your finances and like really account for where every penny is going, because you have to reinvest in your company as well as live and take care of your needs and everything like that. So when it comes to hanging out with your friends and buying things like tickets, or going out having fun, you have to prioritize those things, and you have to really in just a little bit. You can't do everything, because for one, you're utilizing time that you should be working, and you're utilizing funds that should be invested back into your business. So take the time to really figure out which events do you have to go to, or need to go to, or really want to go to, instead of trying to go to everything and please everyone. Sacrifice is necessary. It's necessary. If you want to be successful, you're gonna have to fall back and be in a cocoon and like really shut the world off. You have to cut the world off and really focus in on your craft and really building your brand and building your brand and your legacy. There's nothing that you're missing out on. You're really, honestly, your family and friends that really truly love you will understand that you have to do this in order to make your dreams come true. You're really missing out when you don't stay at home and do what you're supposed to do, or prioritize your time. If you don't do those things, that's when you miss out on the big rewards. That's when you miss out on what God has for you. We have to be disciplined, and we have to stay the course and stay focused, stick to the plan. During this time, I also utilize music to get me through situations like this. My top 3 songs for motivating me to get out of this little rut is Tori Kelly's Confetti, Trevor Jackson's song is called Like I Do, and the third song is Big Sean's Voices in My Head, Stick to the Plan. I don't know about y'all, but sometimes I feel a little bit of anxiousness because I see other people moving up, and I see other people, advancing, and I feel like I'm in this space of being stuck. But in reality, I'm actually slowly climbing. And I think that seeing the different variations of how quickly somebody can do it and how my process is going is a way of getting distracted. We have to start just focusing in on what we're doing and not worrying about what everybody else is doing or how they're doing. You have no idea. I have to tell myself, you have no idea what connections they have. You have no idea how they're doing it. But at the end of the day, you got to stay focused on you. The more you get distracted, the slower your process is going to go. So I just know that whenever I feel like I'm not doing enough, I just do more. And I have to be okay with letting myself do that, and understand that whoever really truly loves me is going to understand that I'm not being rude, I'm not being disrespectful, but I have to focus on what I'm trying to do. If I don't allow myself that time, I'm not going to be able to accomplish the goals that I know God is telling me that I can accomplish. I have to put in that work. So I don't know about y'all, but it gets a little tough out here in these streets, especially when you see everything that's going on and you just want to be a part of it, but you have to fall back. So I think that, you know, as entrepreneurs, we have to realize what we signed up for and realize that nothing is happening on the other side of that door that you can't do later. What's important is building your brand and your legacy. If you're not building your brand and your legacy and you're spending all your time having fun, you won't have anything to fall back on. Your vision will never come to fruition if you don't put in the work. God said that I will provide for you, but He didn't say that He was going to hand it to you. So, you know, I always remind myself of that when I feel like I'm just missing out. But yeah, y'all keep working hard, man. Keep focusing, keep doing what you gotta do, and understand that the work you're putting in will pay off later. And tunnel vision, tunnel vision, tunnel vision. We're not put here on this earth to have fun all the time. We're here to get stuff done. We're here to work. We're here to accomplish a common goal or a higher goal. So when you think about it like that, when you really think about that and how everything that you're doing is bigger than you and for a bigger purpose, it's a lot easier to sacrifice at that point. By any means necessary, you gotta get it. That's it. So the people that love you will understand. The people that trust you will understand. And when they see the end product, the final product, they'll be so happy and grateful that you missed all of those events. Like, there's nothing more that you can do if you don't take the time to really explore those dreams and really bring them to real life, like bring them to reality. Nobody else can do it but you. So entrepreneurs, I know it's hard. I'm struggling a little bit right now, but you just gotta do it. And at the end of the day, once you get your final product, you'll be so excited and happy and just like grateful that you sacrificed that time so that you'll be able to do big things later. Your 20s are for grinding, y'all. 20s are for grinding. You know, 30s are for shining a little bit, and 40s are for, you know, kicking back and watching all your hard work bring in that cash. Like, you gotta do the work now. If you wait, you're not gonna have anything to fall back on. So just like, put in the work. Y'all stay focused, keep grinding, and respect the process. And I promise, everything is gonna come full circle. Everything's gonna come full circle. But sacrifice is the name of the game, and you gotta do it. All right, see y'all next time.